I'm Anne from Game Like a Mother. Today I'm going to show you how to play my first Castle Panic. It's ages 4 and up, 1 to 4 players, and it takes 20 minutes. Let me show you how to play. The goal of the game is to capture all of the monsters before they storm the castle. For game setup, you put the 3 monsters with the stars on their little tiles on the first 3 spots, and then you shuffle up the rest of the cards and the monster tiles and put them off to the side and deal 1 card face up to each player playing in the game. We're saying this is a 3-player game. The first player to go first is the youngest player. We'll say it's this player. On your turn, you draw a card, and then you choose to take out the monster of your choice from your own cards, or you can ask for help and have one of your teammates take out a monster for you. So this player is going to go ahead and play this blue card, and it's pretty simple. Your card corresponds to the spot the monster's on, so you play your card and discard it, and you take the monster and put him off in the dungeon, which is in the game box, and then this player's turn is over, and now these 2 monsters move up, and you pick a monster from the monster pile and place it here, and it is the next player's turn. It is now this player's turn. You've moved clockwise, and they draw a card, and I'm going to show you the different specialty cards in the deck. There is a card to rebuild the wall. If a monster is on this spot and then crashes into the wall because they're supposed to move forward, that takes out the wall and the monster. The monster goes in the dungeon from that. But then the next time a monster is on the spot, if they move forward, they crash into the castle and you lose the game. They never land on this intermediate space. So it is very helpful to have this card that can rebuild the castle if it's been taken out. There is also a card where you can choose to send one of the monsters back to the monster draw pile. You do not put it in the dungeon. This puts it back in the draw pile. And then there are a couple other cards. There are any color cards and there are hero cards. And these cards can take out monsters on any of these spots. So if you have one of these, you can choose to use it on any of the matching spots on the card. But in the standard version of the game, you can only pick 1 spot to remove it. On this note, you can only take out 1 monster per turn. So if there was another monster up here, you couldn't choose to play this card for here and this card for here. You can only pick 1. And if you would rather wait and not use a monster, if you're in a situation where there's a monster up here and you just have this card, and you don't have to choose to take out this monster if that was the only one. If there wasn't this and that was the only one you could take out, you could choose to wait so that you're able to take out the monster when it's on this spot. So you're not required to take out a monster if you don't want to. Okay, so this player is going to go ahead and take out this monster, put it in the dungeon. After playing this card, it's this player's turn. You move forward to the 2 monsters, and now I'm going to show you the different kinds of monsters. These are kind of there are 4 different kinds of monsters in the game. These are the normal kind, but then here's another normal. You can get a shover, which even if it's not directly in front of you, it moves all the monsters all the way, any that are along here, forward 1 if you get one of those. If instead you get this monster, it is a runner and it just hops up to the front of the monsters you already have on the board. Or you could get a marcher, which both shoves everybody forward, and then you draw another monster to place after that. And if you did happen to draw another one of the specialty monsters, you would perform that one's action as well. So this wouldn't do anything else, but if you got this one, it would hop up to the front, or this one would shove everybody forward. So we'll say that one came out, and then they place that. Let's skip ahead. We'll say it's back to this player's turn. And once you've run out of monsters, then you just keep on playing until you take out all the monsters that are left. So this is gone. once they've been played, even the specialty monsters have been played on the board, after that they just move forward like normal monsters, one spot every turn. And if there are no more monsters to place, then they just move forward one each turn for each new player. So it's this person's turn. They're playing. They're going to go ahead and take out this one. And finally, it's this person's turn, and hooray, they drew the one they needed, although they could have asked for help if anybody else had a card that matched this spot. Take it out, and you have won the game. There are lots of variations in the official rules to make the game easier or harder depending on what you're going for. Clearly, with more players, it's easier because there are more cards out to use. So you can choose to start with the 3-star monsters and then one more of the same type on the board, or you could choose to have the castle wall gone at the beginning of the game. Those are the ways to make it a little bit harder. If you want to make it easier, each player could start out with 2 cards each instead of just 1, and these specialty cards, the all color cards or the superhero cards, can take out multiple monsters at once if you have monsters where they're like in these 3 spots. If you played this card, then you can take out all 3 at the same time. There are lots of variations depending on what you want to do. So that's how to play my first Castle Panic. It's a great little cooperative game that allows you to scale your difficulty level, and it is a fantastic choice for siblings to play together. So check it out. Thanks, and see you next time from Game Like a Mother.